Well, this is the grill of the grill master. I tell you what, I know more about grilling stuff than anybody in the world. And I didn't like the way this grill looked when, the wheels on it and all that stuff. I didn't like that. I cut them off. I cut it down where it's a little bit lower, and where it would stay where I put it. Put me a little table up there. I even got my chair out here, Of course, I got other things, places to sit out here and all that kind of stuff. Swings and, I sit there so I can watch the kids when they come over to play on the swing set and all that kind of stuff. They come over here and play sometime. But, I've only cooked once on this grill. Now, my job with this grill is keeping it clean. That is my job. That's my function, because the first, I got these little cans here to put water in. Ain't nobody putting none in there so far. And then, it's the smoking part of it. It's clean. I keep it clean, and everybody else does the actual grill stuff. I grilled only one time, and I grilled some chicken. And that chicken, it was harder than, it was like rocks. It was burnt so bad. But I didn't know at the time I could load this. My son told me, you can lower these trays down. I didn't know that. I had it up right at the top, and it burnt that chicken like nobody's business. So that ended my grill days. I might try it again one day. I know a little bit more. He come over here and showed me a few things that I wasn't aware of. But I still ain't much of a grilling person. But I like the idea of a grill out in the backyard. A backyard, I don't know, it's about family, and it's about just being out in the backyard, which I like being out in the backyard. So I guess that's the biggest reason to put it back here. But it's good to eat some grill stuff once in a while. I don't think none of us is the best grillers in the world, but it gives us a chance to come outside and be part of nature, And I don't look out front, I look in the back. You look in the back, it ain't nothing but woods back there. Well, there's houses back there, but you can't hardly see none of that. It's like being out in the woods, looking at all these trees and everything. So if you're facing that way while you're grilling, you feel like you're out in the country somewhere. Which I'm kind of out in the country anyway, in this area I live in, but not really. Got a little bird house there and everything, and my wife turned this whole yard into a pet cemetery. You can't walk 10 feet, but there ain't some. We got pets back here buried. We got all kind of pets: cats, dogs, iguanas. We got a parakeet back here. We got a spider back here. We got a snake back here. We got a rabbit back here. We got things back here I don't even remember. Got ferrets back here. And we've been in this house for 28 years, and we've always had pets. Of course, you know how that is. And this whole yard was a cemetery. It was depressing. It was a pet cemetery. And I said, no. So when the kids was living here, I said, no, that ain't gonna happen no more. So I got the swing set, and I had a few other things for them to play with. And I got to where I enjoyed coming out here watching them play, since they did that a lot. And I was always out here watching them. I never would miss any time I could spend with the kids. I'm gonna spend that time. Of course, they moved away, them and their mother, and I missed them for just all the time. I just missed them. But they come over once in a while, man. and they'll come out here and play just like they used to. Of course, they gonna get old, and they're gonna lose interest in all that. So but until then, I guess I'll have my grill back here, and I'll have a reason to come back here in the backyard. And we had this swing up on the back porch which nobody ever used. I ain't never been a back porch man, just never have. So I brought it out here. I got me a little table there. I can set my pipe, a little ashtray. I can just sit here by myself sometimes, and I'm just out here. But it's a family yard now. It's not a graveyard anymore. There's animals out here, but don't have the look and feel of a graveyard, And pet cemetery, that's what it was. But that's my grill. I ain't no grill master, nobody around here, but I tell you, it ain't about that. It's about family. It's about kids, family. That's what life's about. It's about family. Okay, well, I just figured I'd show my grill off. I guess it ain't like a lot of them I see, but what the heck? I like it, so what are you gonna do? All right.